Welcome back to Memory Lane Motorworks. We got to get this camper done. It's coming down to it. Just a few more weeks left till we take it out for its first adventure. Been busy. Been doing propane lines, flaring underneath the camper, in between the axles. I spared you guys the boredom of seeing all that. That was a lot of fun. But I have most of the lines ran, everything back except the water heater. I knew I was going to be replacing it anyways, and it finally showed up. This is the new Fogatti unit, the FS06B1. I did some homework on this, guys. I watched some reviews. They compared it with a few other ones, and I really liked what I saw on this. Not to mention, I got online and found a website that beat Amazon and everybody else by over $100 in the price. It was a no-brainer at that point. I pulled the trigger on it, got it on order. It showed up the other day, and we'll do the unboxing together. Now, I got that, a new hose off my regulator in the front. I'll show you guys here in a minute. Got a new regulator on. Should be able to hook this up. Get this at least maybe in tonight and get it the next step closer into getting that all figured out. I haven't even tested the water on this camper yet. I knew I was going to replace this, so I purposely didn't want to run water through the whole system and have to drain that out. So biggest step here is to get this in and at least get the water hooked up to it and crack the valves and see what's going to blow apart. So let's get this unboxed. Let's see what this is all about, and we'll go from there. So as I was saying, I watched a video or two, and they directly compared this model with the Girard unit that is out on the market right now. In one specific video, they had the two side by side and put water to them and timed out the heating times on it and went over features and other options. Honestly, the thing that stuck out to me on this water heater versus the Girard unit was it's got a nice drain valve to it. Maybe not the valve, but there's a chute underneath that actually diverts the water to the outside of the camper versus the Girard unit. It just kind of fell into the tray. I'll show you more once we get it out of the box here. Didn't really shoot it out where it should be. So this unit, if I order the right one, should have that tray that diverts the water on out. We'll find out here in a minute. Let's get this cracked open here and see what we got. Okay. Was finding some on eBay used for around the $400 range. Actually, that was a refurbished one that, thank goodness, I missed out on at $400. Somebody scooped that up pretty quick. The ones on Amazon, stuff like that, were $520, $540 plus tax. This one, and I forget the website now, but I'll try to post a link in the description. I found for, I think it was $379 with tax and everything all together. I think it came to $402. So after I saw that, yeah, my mind was totally made up. So let's see here. That packaging seems to be pretty good on it. All right, that looks like the unit right there. See if we can. All right, so there would be the business end of it right there, as in the part that sticks out the camper. One thing I'm noticing, and maybe I just missed it in the box or something, but I don't think I did, as it was supposed to include the outer cover, the piece that goes on the front here, and I'm not seeing that anywhere. So perhaps I didn't get as good a deal as I thought I would have, or I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and read the description on that, but it showed the picture of the cover and everything, and maybe, I don't know. I'll have to see. They did sell covers separately, and I think they were 30 or 40 bucks. So I'm still coming in pretty good, I think. But let's check this out. We'll just get it on out of the wrapping here. All right, 1 second. So here's that little drain chute I was talking about. Of course, this is a tankless unit, so it doesn't hold a lot of water per se, but there always is some residual. And at the end of the season, you know, a good practice is to crack this valve, leave it open, and the residual water drains out. At up here in Ohio, it gets cold. You don't want to leave any water in the system, especially if it sits outside, which hopefully is not going to happen with this camper, but we'll see. So yeah, that's just a nice little feature. I kind of look for stuff like that, in anything I buy. It's like, they took the extra time to think about that. That's cool. So, but yeah, here's the rest of the unit, guys. Looks like my inlet outlet for the water is in a different location than my old heater, which is fine. Just become a plumber again for a little bit. Here is the propane inlet on it, and that would be the power. And the blue wires, I think I did a little homework on this already, are for the thermostat, let's call it, the number pad. Let's get that out here. Yeah, that thing. So that'll be nice. I'll find a spot to mount that in the camper. And you can actually adjust your temperature range with it. It's Fahrenheit, Celsius, power, up and down. And you just kind of dial it in once you take your first shower or wash your first set of dishes or whatever you're doing. So that's a pretty neat feature too. Just got one. No, there's two wires coming off of that. Okay. All right, so there's that. Our instruction manual. Some insulation tape, it looks like. So, bag of screws, and the dummy book. In English and Spanish. Fancy. Well, like I said, it showed the picture of this cover right here that led everything to assume that it came with it. Unless I accidentally left it in the box, which I don't think I did. It's a pretty big piece. It's kind of hard to miss. Yeah. So there is no outer cover. Lovely. Well, I guess I'll get one of those on order. No major deal. Up to now, we just had a propane unit. I never had any kind of electric flip the switch, here you go before. So this will be nice. It's actually propane and electric, depending on what you want to run or whatever your situation is, if you're boondocking or whatnot, or off the grid, so to speak. You can do either or I think both. I don't know. Some temp ranges there. But yeah, so far, other than the missing cover, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Took some measurements here, might have to do a little trimming once I get this cover off for the old unit. We'll have to see if I did. It's going to be a tight fit if I don't have to do any trimming. But that'll go in there. Got our new regulator and tank hoses hooked up here. And that hose I just showed you guys will connect from the bottom of that down to that pipe down there. So that'll be easy peasy. Well, at least it should be. We'll get that hooked up and then go from there. So let's get to work. Well, that was easy. I thought sure I was going to have to do some trimming, but it's going to fit right in there. Actually, Might be a little big. Tried to measure this as best I could with that old unit in there, and I thought I was around 12.5 inches. And this is advertised as a 13 by 13 box, so I thought I was going to have to get generous with 1/2 inch or so, but I said I don't have the cover here, but I think that's going to work just fine. So, perfect. Alright, update. I think I have everything plumbed in. Got it wired up. Propane line ran. Everything back. Found a power source. Got my controller mounted on the wall. Maybe I should stop hitting buttons. Okay. Got some cleaning up to do, of course. Straighten some wires out, whatnot. I kind of worked with what I had here. So it's a rough end for now. Basically, where we're at is moment of truth. I have propane lines I've ran through the whole camper. New PEX lines, shark bite fittings, whatnot. Our first camping trip out, we're going to be using the water tank. Where we're going, there's no city hookup, so I don't know if you guys can see the water level in the video or not. It's about, I don't know, a little less than quarter full. This plumbing was already here, so it should be okay. I don't know. Anyways, I'm about to crack some valves here and turn on the pump switch. And let's just see what's going to blow apart here. So, I am not a plumber. This is actually my first time messing with PEX. So, sketchy at best. I guess we're about to see what happens. There's our supply from our water tank. I don't know if it needs blood or not. Oh, got water there. Okay. Okay. Whew. I'm a bit nervous to hit this switch. I guess we'll see what happens. Chances are we're going to be shutting it back off here real quick. So, here goes nothing. Oh, I had pulled pressure. Pump just shut off. You can't tell me none of this stuff is leaking. It's all working. Whew, okay. All right. Well, that's cool. All right, so let's run some water into the heater. Not a drip. Awesome. All right. Let's run some water out of the heater. Not bad. Okay. Heard something bubbling up here. Oh. Pump's kicking on. Not my plumbing. I don't even know if the valves are on or not. Let's find out. Whoa. Okay. The water faucet's leaking. Oh boy. Okay. So it's this hose fitting right here. Uh-oh. All right. I'm gonna cut the video and do some cleanup. Dang it. All right, so faucet sprayer got us that time. Got that diverted into the sink. We'll move on. Check the bathroom out here. Cool. All right, that works. I haven't hooked my faucet up yet, or my, I guess you'd call it shower head. So that'll be next. How about the toilet? Sweet. That works. Keep religiously walking back here, expecting to see a puddle somewhere. Nothing. All right. Can't believe it. But it's looking like that's the case. Good deal. I guess next we'll be checking propane lines. All right, let's do a propane check. Nothing so far. Forgot my light. Well, that looks okay. Yes, next we should probably check, well, I'll check that back fitting first. We'll try to light the range off. See if there's actually any propane going through the system or not. Well, it looks like we got a leak there. All right. I'm gonna tighten that up and recheck it. So another update. Got the propane leak fixed. Just checked it. No more leaks. At least if it is leaking, it's not as bad as it was. I added some supports to the PEX that I switched around here. Cleaned up my wiring a little bit. Did a little vacuuming out. Looks a little better in here anyways. I flipped the water back on. No leaks yet. I put the new sprayer nozzle on the kitchen faucet out there. We'll try that here in a minute. I am going to go switch the hot water heater on, and we're going to try both at the same time here. I don't know. 120 sounds good to start. My valves are on. Let's go try this kitchen sink out first. See, we fixed our problem there. You got water. You got cold water. Alright. Got lights coming on the controller. Must mean it's doing something. No hot water yet. Maybe. It's not cold anymore. Oh yeah. And we got hot water. That's awesome. Nice. I think we're about ready to go camping. So we are loaded up and ready to go camping. Brought the camper to my house, got everything hooked up. Everything's looking good. Week and a half away. I appreciate you guys tuning in for this. We'll see how this camping trip goes. Of course, there's more work I want to do to it this winter. We want to paint it. Paint's peeling everywhere on it. Doesn't look that good, especially after hauling it home. It seemed like half the paint flew off of it. That's okay though. I'm gonna do some more research on primers and getting the old paint off and whatnot, and getting these windows shined up, and let's see what we can make of it, but not today. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and if you like more content like this, hit that subscribe button. I'll be posting more videos on this and hopefully other things here shortly. I'd appreciate a like if you don't mind, and we will see you soon on the next video.